And for more on this, we're delighted to be joined over the telephone by our dear guest, Dr. Ayman Ghonem, our economic expert. Dr. Ayman, good afternoon to you, sir. Dr. Ayman? Dr. Ayman, good afternoon. Can you hear us, sir? Right, it seems we have a problem with the telephone line. Hopefully we'll be able to get our guest back on the line for a further in-depth analysis. And we move to more news. Moving to the Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, also inspected on Sunday gas rigging operations by Egypt's Cairo in the Mediterranean Sea. He's accompanied by the Minister of Petroleum, Karim Badawi. Madbouli said President Sisi has given directives to lay down a mechanism to develop search and exploration work to contribute to addressing local needs of gas, as well as decrease imports. The new gas well discovered at the coast of Port Said in the Mediterranean reportedly contains 2 trillion square feet of natural gas and around 130 million barrels of condensers. Right, now we have with us over the telephone our guest, Dr. Ayman Ghonem, our economic expert. Dr. Ayman, good afternoon, sir. Dr. Ayman, can you hear us, sir?
Yes, madam.
Good afternoon, Dr. Ayman. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much. You're most welcome.
Right. Dr. Ayman, of course, Egypt is working towards ensuring the availability of strategic commodities. How important is this and strategizing specifically in light of the global challenges as a result of the regional turbulence?
Well, actually, the internal front is the first priority for Egypt and for its leadership, for President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi.
Yes.
And the present international crisis, that's both political and economic, of course, sheds light on the whole economic scene and makes it imperative for the Egyptian state to work towards securing the strategic and important commodities in the local market.
Yes.
Before the crisis started, the president had received the governor of the Central Bank of Egypt, Mr. Hassan Abdullah, and he informed him about the level of official reserves, which reached 52.5 billion US dollars, which was the highest level in the history of Egypt, and also our net foreign assets in banks, excluding the Central Bank of Egypt, reached 11.5 billion. So
yes,
both of them, they're around 63 billion US dollars, and they secure around 10 months of imports. Actually, this is a very high level, and such level ensures that Egypt can secure its imports, especially, of course, of the strategic commodities and necessities, as well as the raw materials and the factors of production. Regarding the necessities, the crisis management committee that was established by the Egyptian government followed up the availability of such commodities and such necessities, and I believe that since the beginning of the crisis, the local markets did not suffer any such shortages.
Indeed, Dr. Ayman. Now, of course, lots of action, as you said, by this crisis committee has been taken in order to also stabilize markets and control, food prices, prevent the, illegal creation of monopolies, etc. How important do you see this other move by the government to monitor and make sure that prices remain within the acceptable range?
Well, the Egyptian government, of course, is trying to stabilize the markets. It's
yes,
trying to keep the prices within a reachable range for most of the population. And in doing so, first of all, it tries to work on the availability of the commodities, especially the strategic commodities, as well as it's implementing the antitrust law and the consumer protection law, and it has been giving very strong messages regarding the manipulation of the prices by illegal traders. And even the president at some point in time requested the jurists in the parliament to study the possibility of presenting the manipulators of such prices to the military judiciary. And that message was so strong in conveying the fact that the government and the president are so serious and adamant about preventing any type of manipulation or exploitation of the prices and exploitation of the present international crisis by some people who lack ethics and conscience and who try to make money on the expense of the Egyptian people.
Absolutely right. Another important aspect of this program, the government has also taken lots of measures to expand the social protection programs, for example, for the more vulnerable groups, for example. This also has sort of, bore the brunt a bit of the shock of the markets and on the daily lives of these citizens as well. How important do you see this side and the importance of expanding the social protection program for the more vulnerable groups?
Well, actually, working on the social protection front
yes.
is very important, and we have to assert here that such work is within maintaining the fiscal discipline of the state.
Yes.
Egypt was able to reduce the budget deficit from around 13.9% of GDP in 2013 to around 4.9% as targeted in the upcoming year, which starts on July 1st, 2026
yes.
and ends on June 30th, 2027. On that year, we're targeting 4.9% overall deficit. And we're also targeting to increase our primary surplus. Primary surplus means that revenues minus expenses without looking at the debt service, the interest rate, is a positive figure. We're targeting to increase the primary surplus from 3.6% in the previous year, ending June 30th, 2025, to 4% in the present year, which ends June 30th, 2026, and in the upcoming year we're targeting to increase it to 5%. The social protection program and increasing the spending on social protection, whether we're speaking about subsidies or about the provisions of decent life initiatives or the solidarity and dignity
yes.
pension, all such expansion is within the maintaining such fiscal discipline. Actually, in the upcoming year, the state is planning to increase the social protection package to around 832 billion Egyptian pounds by an increase of 12% from the present year. But again, this has to be within the within maintaining the fiscal discipline of the state in order to guarantee that such increase is from real financial resources, not from monetizing the public debt, which means, of course, printing banknotes as used to be in previous decades, because such wrong fiscal practices definitely would lead to increasing the inflation and so absorbing the increase in the subsidies and the welfare payments and increasing the burden on the people.
Indeed. Again, Dr. Ayman, in today's meeting between the President and the Prime Minister, the President gave directives to continue increasing paying attention and increasing financial expenditure on several areas, including health and education, two very key important pillars with regards to the development of Egyptian society as a whole. How important do you see the President's directives in this regard, and how has the government been implementing reforms to these two very critical sectors?
Well, actually, the president gave directions, and these directives are continuous directives. The president used to give such directives.
Yes.
Since he was elected to presidency in 2014. The development of health and education services are key pillars of the new republic that he is leading, and he has been leading such process since 2014, as I told you.
Yes.
And the importance of this is that this is not only focused on the capital of Cairo or even Greater Cairo or the major cities, but the president is so keen to extend satisfactory health and education services throughout Egypt.
Yes.
Either through direct governmental intervention or through the Decent Life Initiative in the villages that suffer high poverty rates, or in remote regions like Sinai Peninsula and Upper Egypt. The important thing here is that extending such services is again within the fiscal discipline of the state, and the state tries to rationalize its spending, meaning that it tries to increase the benefits from spending to the maximum.
Yes.
In doing so, the state is trying to explore many intelligent and smart solutions, like, for example, online education and public-private partnerships in health and education system. So this is an ongoing quest, and it shows that the welfare of the Egyptian people and the strength of the internal front is the top priority for the president and the political leadership.
Absolutely right. So I'd like to thank you very, very much, our dear guest, Dr. Ayman Ghonem, our economic expert. Many thanks for your time and your insight, and for joining us this afternoon on